everyone, Bill Nichols here. I'm an Orange County photographer based in Southern California. Today I'm going to be talking about one of the flight modes for the Phantom 4, the point of interest mode. The point of interest mode is one of my favorite modes for the Phantom because it allows you to get a perfect 360 of a subject while you can change the radius and the altitude during recording and get a really nice, perfectly 360 video with the camera focused on the subject. It's really easy to use. You enter the intelligent flight modes on the controller. You hover the Phantom above where you want to rotate around. You hit record point of interest, you back out, you hit apply, then it just starts circling. And I'll show you today how you can change the speed of it, you can change the direction, you can change the radius, how far away from the subject you are while you're recording, and you can change the elevation mid-flight without changing anything else. So to get started, I've already taken my Phantom 4 this morning, done a quick checklist, make sure that everything's good, fresh battery, did a calibration. I do a calibration before every flight. I know not everyone does, but it's so quick to do, and it records the home point and kind of resets the system. So I do that before every flight. I recommend you do too. So today what we're gonna do is we're gonna take off. I'm just at a small park right by my house. I'm gonna take off, do a 360 around this park, go in a different direction, and just show you the pieces of the point of interest mode. So to get started, there's a couple considerations for point of interest. One, I'm in an area right now where I see tall trees over here, maybe 50 meters off to my right. I have some houses that are two-story off to my left, some tall trees that are another maybe 70 or 80 meters away. So one thing that's easy to do with point of interest is not to realize how far away your craft is going to be from you. So when I get to the middle and I pull a radius of say 25 meters, it means all the way around for 25 meters, it's going to be going around in a circle and at that elevation. So I want to make sure that I'm going to miss any trees, power lines, any large groups of people that might be below it, any tall houses, and just any obstacles that'll be in the way. Maybe not flying over highly congested traffic areas, and just making sure that I know what's in the surroundings. If I was to do this at a tall building where the other side might be obscured, I always do a physical site inspection. So before I ever start flying, I walk the grounds and I look around and I record, either on paper or in my mind, where everything is that I need to worry about. And then that's gonna tell me how far out or how close I can go. And then especially with construction sites, because there's temporary power poles that are put up, there might be something large, an antenna or something on a roof that you don't see. So I always do a physical inspection of the site, walk around, make sure that there's not any tall buildings that I'm not seeing, or any other obstructions that are gonna cause a danger to the Phantom, or more importantly, to anybody that's around. So with that, let's get started. I'm gonna take off, fly to the center of this park, record the point of interest, back out, start doing a 360, and then show you all the various options. So to get started, I'm close to the park where I'm going to be now. So I'm just going to take off. I'm going to go right above a tree here. And so the first thing that I do is I get about where I want, and I'm just going to rotate the camera straight down. Oh my God, I have a crow trying to attack my Phantom. Okay, so this tree is about what I want to be the center point. So right there. So now, as I change the camera, you'll see I have a bunch of crows trying to get near my Phantom. See those tall trees over there? So I want to worry about those. There's some tall trees over there. I want to worry about those. And I'm not really that high. So I'm going to go ahead and go up higher, so increase my elevation. So I'm well above all the trees now. So let's come down. So to get into this point of interest mode, what I'm going to do is on the left-hand side of the app, you have three icons. You have the arrow pointing down, you have the arrow pointing home, then you have the controller. I'm going to click on the controller. The last, right now it's in a normal flight mode. The far one to the right is intelligent, so I'm going to press intelligent. Then you come up with your different ones. Course lock, which I'm going to show in the next video probably with the Phantom. Course lock is great. It's kind of like point of interest in that you're locking, except that you're locking your Phantom in one direction. You're telling it which way is forward. And then no matter which way your Phantom is pointed every time that you push up on the stick to go forward, it's gonna go in that direction, and backwards is gonna come back, and left is gonna go left of that orientation, and then right is gonna go right, no matter which way your camera's pointed. So it's a really good mode if you wanna keep the camera focused on somebody, but you wanna go track past them. You can just press forward at whatever speed you want and then worry about rotating the craft as it comes by. So you only have to worry about one axis of control, and the Phantom is gonna take care of the orientation of the other. All right, so right now, we're going to go into point of interest. It's telling me my altitude is 42 meters. Fly the aircraft above the subject of interest. Now, one thing with point of interest is that it will, if it gets lost, it'll do a return to home, and it'll go to a set altitude. So knowing that I have these trees that are probably close to 100 feet tall, I wanna make sure that my return to home altitude is higher than that, so the Phantom will hover to a safe height, then come back to home, and then come down. So right now it tells me 42 meters is my altitude. So I'm gonna record the point of interest. And then I'm just going to set my radius here. So I'm going to pull back. Right now it's telling me that my radius, and you can see it going up there, is 20 meters. I'm gonna go to 25 or 30 meters. Now with this, the other thing that I wanna do is I wanna now change my camera so that I've got my subject. So there's the park that I'm trying to record. I'm gonna go ahead and hit record on the Phantom. I'm going to apply this, and it's telling me that at 1 meter per second, it's going to take 3 minutes to do the circle. So I'm going to slide this speed up just so we get about maybe 45 seconds or so. I'm going to hit apply, and now you'll see the Phantom will start moving. After I set the return to home altitude, so current altitude is 42 meters. So I'm going to set the return to home altitude to something similar, about 50 meters. And say apply. And now the Phantom will start circling. I'm well above. So now you can see I'm down here in the right corner of the picture right now in front of that tree. And the Phantom is just doing a circle. It's gonna go around a 30 meter radius, so 60 meters total is the diameter of the circle, so about 200 feet or so. And it's gonna take it about 45 seconds. You can see that it's keeping that tree right in the center of the frame. It's keeping it locked on, and it's just doing a nice, perfectly smooth circle. This would be a really complex movement to do on your own. In the past, you had to change the direction at the same time as moving the drone around, or your quadcopter, your UAV, whatever you were using, and try and keep that smooth. And you would end up with kind of jerky circles if you didn't practice a lot. But this took a lot of practice to get a shot like this right. Now it just works right out of the box. So we've done one complete circle. I'm gonna go ahead and speed it up and show you how fast it can go. So we can go to 10 meters a second. Now this is only gonna take 18 seconds. Now you'll see the propellers in this shot because the Phantom has to lean so much. It's probably leaning like 40 degrees right now. You'll see how fast it's going. Now I'll slow it down. I'm doing all this live while it's going. So I have my controller in my hand, but all that I'm having to do is just adjust my speed, adjust the direction. So now we'll go opposite. So let's go clockwise. Now let's do this. Let's change the altitude. So I'll bring it down some. Which means I need to change my camera a little bit. And now I'll go ahead and change my radius. So let's take it back up some so I know that I'm missing the trees. I'll recenter my picture. And now let's just make it further out. So now our radius is about 200 feet. I'll speed this up. So it's telling me about 1.5 minutes per lap. And now it's down to about 53 seconds. You can see I'm covering a much larger area now. The total diameter of my circle now is about 400 feet. It's a little bit more than a football field, 1 1/3 football fields. I'm just getting a perfect circle. So great way to document a huge construction site, or if you're doing some photography, you want to get a 360 video for something, they're going to put some music behind it or something. Or maybe you have, your kids are playing in the park, something like that, or there's an event going on in a park that you have clearance to fly over, so always make sure that you're flying legally. This would be a great way to document an event. And this is it for point of interest. So like I said earlier, the considerations: do a site survey, make sure your batteries are up, make sure that you're not going to have anything hidden that you don't see. Power wires are really bad, and like I said, right now my Phantom is 200 feet away, so it's really easy for it to go a lot farther than you think it's going to go. And those are the main considerations. And then, you know, do your flight and make sure that your set to home altitude is higher than the highest thing that's in the way, so between your Phantom and where you are. Because you might have a higher object in here but be flying lower because you're doing a radius. So you want to make sure that your return to home altitude is higher than the highest object in the area that you are. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to exit this mode as soon as I see the Phantom again. So I see it there, I'm going to exit. It's just going to tell me that it's going to hover. So now it's just hovering. Now the nice thing here is that I don't really need to worry about the orientation of the Phantom. I know that it's pointed at me, so I can just move forward. It's going to come right back home. And that's it. That's the point of interest mode. One of my favorite modes, like I said. Try it out. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. If you haven't seen my video on the Micro Raptor case that I did recently, I'm going to be giving away a $265 case backpack combo for the Phantom 4. Take a look at that video here. This video is part of my Phantom series. I'm going to do a total of about 10 videos, and this is the 4th one. So the next one that I'll do is going to be course lock. I'm also going to be starting a Lightroom Zero to Hero series, and that series is really going to be taking you, if you've ever wanted to learn Lightroom, or maybe you know Lightroom but you want to learn more about cataloging or editing or processing your images or whatever, look out for that series. I'm going to start that series this week, so on Friday I should post the first video. So thanks for taking the time to join me. View my other videos. I'm giving that case away, and the only thing that you need to do is subscribe, comment, and then if you'd like, you know, share my channel so that people can get here, they can see more about this. If you have any questions, ask me. I reply to everybody. I read every comment. If you have any suggestions, videos that you want to see or features that you want to see on the Phantom, let me know, and I will probably make a video about it. So BillNichols.tv will be the website up soon. Until then, just my YouTube channel. I really appreciate you taking the time to view my videos, and hopefully you find them helpful. Let's talk to you soon.